You know what? I'm down. I guess we can't play as Julius. We'll just play as Soma. We'll have a fun time playing as Soma. I can't remember the last time I've done a just normal, casual playthrough. Streamer, stop skipping the story. I won't know all of the fun story. Soma kind of cringe, IMO. Yeah, but everybody's cringe when they're 17, right? Or 16. Actually, how old is Soma? Oh my god, stop talking to me. I do love this video game. Oh yeah, the zombies, they don't have a hitbox right away. So I actually can avoid them. Yeah, this will just be a casual playthrough. So that way I can get a clear file. I do remember a decent amount of the game. Wait, which one's L? Oh, that's L? Oh, okay. Nice, so I should be able to do some backdash canceling. Let's do Richter runs. I do Richter runs on this. It's technically not a fight stick because it's not a stick. I think the way that you backdash cancel in this game is you wanna wait for the majority of the backdash to complete before you cancel it. This also isn't technically a hitbox because it uses WASD as movement. The style of controller is usually called a mixbox. At least that's the brand name for it. But yeah. I personally prefer controlling 2D games using WASD a lot of the time. So long as I don't need to use analog controls at all. Most of the time. There's some exceptions, of course. I do know that this is a breakable wall, but I just find it very satisfying to move around with WASD. And then obviously using a fight stick, you have these giant buttons. So this is a modified fight stick that I just put the WASD buttons on for control. If I remember correctly, the speed strat is that you sleep, you go the fuck to sleep, and then you wake up, and you're on the other side. Yep, speedrun. I do want to actually speedrun Aria again at some point. I used to know the route much better, and like actually tried to speedrun this game way back in the day. But I'll show off what I remember about it. I don't think I can do any bat zips anymore, though. How much HP you got, bro? Sheesh. Out of curiosity, for those that are watching, what is your favorite Castlevania outside of Soten? I know not everybody's is Symphony of the Night, but I imagine if you're watching me, a decent number of people, their favorite's going to be Symphony of the Night. So I'm just curious. Rondo of Blood? Rondo's really good. Bloodlines. Harmony? Harmony of Dissonance or Harmony of Despair? There's two harmonies here. The Game Boy Advanced one? Dawn of Sorrow. Soten or Bust? Alright. That I got first try, baby. Let's go! I'm not going to do the zip, because the zip is, you know... I could do the zip if I wanted to. It's very easy to do, but... I kind of want to play the game somewhat normally, so... Dracula X. Really? Dracula X is your favorite outside of Soten? I feel like that's a pretty controversial opinion. Curse of Darkness? Dude, I can't wait to replay Curse of Darkness, actually. Because Curse of Darkness has Grant as a second playable character. Oh my god, I'm getting owned. Because the alternate playable series, I think I'm also going to do that with the PlayStation 2 games. So play as Grant and Joachim, I think is his name. The vampire guy in Lament of Innocence. I always find it interesting when fans of Symphony of the Night are also fans of like the classic Vanias. Because they play so incredibly different, in my opinion. How has no one said Circle of the Moon yet? Circle of the Moon is just not as popular. I don't think it's very many people's favorite Castlevania. Or even in their like top 3. I think it's solid and underrated, but I don't think it's in my top 3 personally. My second favorite is watching you rage at Castlevania 64. True. Technically, it was Legacy of Darkness. Anytime I make a decision about what version of a game to play, all of a sudden everyone's like, no, you should have played the other version. The other version was better. So let's not slander Castlevania 64 in case that version is better, even though Legacy of Darkness is basically the same thing. Nice. Dude, I'm kind of owning. Wait, hold on. Am I just good at Aria? Never mind, I suck. I'm waiting for Dawn of Sorrow to get a console port. I hope it does, because I really do think Dawn of Sorrow is... Well, Dawn of Sorrow is my second favorite Castlevania game, so I have a bias. Order of Ecclesia is your favorite, and Soten after that. That's fair. I've started to realize that Order of Ecclesia is better than I remembered playing it as a kid. But I think it might be in my top 5. I don't know. It's hard to say. I personally just really like the DS Castlevania games, I think, more than the Game Boy Advanced ones, even though they're all good. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 is your favorite, actually. That's fair. I think Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is my favorite classic Castlevania. Maybe Rondo of Blood is up there, too. I just always found the classics to have like this weird idea of difficulty that I just personally don't agree with. This idea of just like bang your head into the wall over and over again until you memorize the bullshit that the game throws at you. Making your first playthrough a lot about trial and error as opposed to like giving you a set of mechanics to master. But that's just me. Quarter grabber mentality, kind of, yeah. I personally vibe more with games that give you a set of mechanics that will lead you towards like mastering the systems that they're setting up for you to play with, as opposed to a game where it's like, okay, memorize this this pattern of random bullshit we're gonna throw at you. I personally don't vibe with that stuff. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I don't think I would ever enjoy trying to play Battletoads as an adult in the year 2022, where I don't like games that feel like they're wasting my time. You know what I mean? I like something where I can pick it up, learn the mechanics, feel like I'm getting better at those mechanics, and then eventually like feel like I've mastered the system in some way. Those are the kinds of games I enjoy the most. Metroidvanias kind of cheat that system by just giving you more things to do or more abilities over time. Oh, nice job. Oh, fuck. This guy's really good at the game, and I'm not. Dude, this guy got so much HP. Nice. Easy peasy. Super Metroid exists, therefore. I mean, you could argue that, well, also Metroid 1 existed before Simon's Quest as the proto-Metroidvania is what we should be attributing the Metroidvania genre to, but not that it super matters, to be honest. At least in my opinion, it doesn't feel like it super matters. I really don't think that the Metroidvania genre really... This is just my personal opinion, and you could argue that I'm wrong. But I really don't feel like it started until Super Metroid anyways. Because there just was, like, limitations to create the exact atmosphere and vibe and gameplay loop that I think Metroidvanias are now known for. I don't think the original Metroid is, like, rough, like, difficulty-wise, necessarily. I think it's just design-wise very old. And they were creating games that just didn't have a blueprint yet. Hollow Knight invented Metroidvanias? Damn, you right. I just got owned with facts and logic. I'm trying to remember what's up here again. I was trying to hit that. Wait, did I just take fall damage? Or did I actually get hit by this guy's hitbox? I got hit by this guy's hitbox, okay. Freaking Catableepus. Funny thing a lot of people don't realize, bringing up Hollow Knight. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I genuinely believe that Hollow Knight took very little inspiration from Castlevania. The game is less so Castlevania-inspired Metroidvania style, and it's actually just Super Metroid with bug Dark Souls aesthetics. Because Castlevania took the Metroidvania-esque, like, exploration in a big open world, but then gave it ARPG elements with, like, leveling up and different equipment and gear and, like, stuff like that. The only thing I think maybe you could argue is maybe enemy design was more inspired by Castlevania, maybe, but I think it's more Dark Souls, if anything. The Castlevania style, the Igarashi style, is so ingrained that you have equipment and gear and leveling up and creating a stronger character over time. Can I hit him like this? There we go. That was easier. Yeah, I do not like having... I'm not super good at having swords that don't automatically cancel upon landing their stuff. Have I played Cave Story? Technically, yes, but it's been years since I've tried it, and I never finished it. But I want to. If I remember correctly, his soul... Oh, well, we're not getting his soul. His soul gives you, like, 8 strength, which would have been nice. I think it's... In a weird way, I do really like Hollow Knight. Don't get me wrong. It's a great game. The only thing that makes me upset that Hollow Knight is as popular as it is that it now incentivizes indie developers to just create Dark Souls Metroidvanias, which I personally find them to be just oversaturated in general. Like, Dark Souls style Metroidvanias are just so uninspired, in my opinion. Oops. I do have to get used to the jump height in this game. It's slightly different than Soten, and it makes things a little weird. Did I already go over there, actually? No, I haven't. What's over here? I don't remember. I think it's just an item at the end of the hallway, right? Oh, and double jump is, yeah, a thing. Bastard sword. I think this is my first auto-cancel upgradable sword. I could be wrong, though. Don't make the long exploration harder by having more death chances. So I would argue that Super Metroid did that to a certain degree. Because save stations didn't refill your health. Saves were actually incredibly rare in Super Metroid. But the thing with Super Metroid is that it constantly gave you rewards for exploration to make your character more powerful. So you should be scaling with the stuff like that. Enemies were programmed to drop HP the moment you lacked it. Also that. Yeah, exactly. I'm saying that the design choices are much more aligned with Super Metroid than it is ever with Castlevania for Hollow Knight. Because Hollow Knight's answer to that is, well, you gain soul for attacking enemies, and then you use soul to heal yourself. So it's very similar to enemies dropping HP upon death, except you don't even need to kill them. You just need to hit them a couple of times. That would be the argument for pro Hollow Knight acting the same, if not better. They actually behave very, very similarly, Super Metroid and Hollow Knight. The only big difference that I kind of see is Hollow Knight doesn't incentivize exploration as much because it doesn't upgrade your character with exploration as much, in my opinion. A lot of it is like kind of long and convoluted like side quests you have to go on to upgrade your character properly, and you need to know where you're going and how to impact those, like, whereas in Super Metroid you just find a missile upgrade and it's like, there you go, you now have more missiles, therefore you can do more damage, which is why I think Super Metroid is slightly better representation of the genre at its peak. But I also am a firm believer that you need to incentivize exploration. This game looks old. Yes, it is old. It is from 2002, 2001, 2003. It's a very good game, though. This is probably most people's favorite, second favorite. This is probably in most people's top 5 Castlevania games. I think I was supposed to warp back to entrance now that I have double jump. I think is the intended route, right? Is this my first Aria playthrough? No, I've played through Aria many times. I just need a save file that's finished the game on this emulator. That's all. I didn't have a save file that's completed the game because I wanted to play as Julius, to be honest. I could do shop glitch here, right? Technically. I forget how you're supposed to do it, to be honest. I think you're supposed to, like, do, like, something. You sell everything except for, like, 2 things. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up again. It's been such a long time. Besides, the only thing I would buy is, like, War Fatigues, right? And Katana. Well, Katana's pretty good. I could just buy Katana, though. No, when I play Symphony of the Night, I play on Xbox 360 controller. Welcome back. Bye. For certain, I talked about it earlier, but for certain 2D games, I prefer this because it has a WASD movement layout, which is my preferred way of controlling 2D games most of the time. There are exceptions, of course. I don't think this is the right way, right? I need to go to Cursed... Is it Cursed Dollhouse? No, wait. I have to go fight Headhunter, I think, and then get the thing that lets you stand on water. Just having, like, a clear, like, button for left and right makes, like, movement feel so much cleaner. At least that's how I feel about it, for using a controller like this. Most controllers that have a D-pad nowadays, I feel like the D-pad is just not what I want. Most controllers also just don't care about their D-pad quality. You 3D print your own electronics? Yeah, that sounds cool. Julius, I want to play as that guy. Honestly, I bet I could have just asked somebody to send me their Aria, like, save file on the Discord, and they would have done it for me. But I'm actually kind of having fun. It's been a long time since I've just done a casual jaunt through Aria. I guess I might as well, right? I don't... Oops. Don't have anything else to put here. Oh, or I can increase my strength by a tiny amount, or my constitution by double. Fuck it. We strength. We big bonk boys, just trying to do as much damage as possible. Nice. And I'm getting the Killer Doll Soul. If I remember, Mesmerize is the enemy. What? The fuck is this? Go! Nice. Oh, shit! Oh, the combo! Holy... Bro, I just got fucking comboed! From downtown, uppercut into fucking throwing knife. Isn't this just the rock golem? Big golem. What, his hands don't got hitboxes? Dude, this guy's a jerk. Oh. He is pretty big, to be honest. I understand why they call him that. There we go. Wasted a potion, but whatever. What does this do? Skeleton Blaze! I can now slide, wow. Let's go! Y'all ever just blaze a skeleton, you know what I'm saying? I guess I'll save in case I die. I don't think I'm going to die this entire playthrough, because I'm too much of a gamer, but just in case, you know. I do remember this room, which has samurai armor. I'm going to assume that's better than what I have now. Ooh, it is better than what I have now. Nice. Also, I don't need any more luck. I remember luck is broken in this game, if I remember correctly. Like, it doesn't work properly. Or am I thinking of Dawn of Sorrow? I don't remember. One of the Sorrow games, like, luck doesn't actually work. Yeah! Let's go! Big drop for us here. Doubled our strength almost. Ah, yes. Head Huntress. Or Hunter, I guess. I always just assumed that they were all female, to be honest, because the first phase is female. But I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm low-key just turning my brain off and attacking over and over again. Just hoping that I do enough DPS to win. Because I remember the third phase is always just the most annoying anyways. What's the hardest trick in Soten, in my opinion? It depends. Actually, no. I think it's doing relic skip without reverse shift lines. The oldest known version of Relic Skip is absolutely insane and brutal, and I don't understand how anybody did that to, like, finish speedruns. Melon. Oh, shit. I forgot the melon, like, is a full heal. I kind of wasted it, but whatever. This boss, I always hated this boss. For real, for real. All my homies hate Headhunter. Because I just hate getting poisoned. And then, what the tongue doing? There we go. Nice. That 3x2 isn't easy to look at now that I'm older? You mean the aspect ratio of the video game? Why is that? What's wrong with 3x2? This is just the Game Boy aspect ratio. I think it's fine. Dude, I forgot how fucking brutal it is to climb this stupid tower. Oh my god. Oh. With actual hardware, you hold it up to your face? I guess. I don't know. I guess it does look weird how big it is. Like, seeing this on a actual monitor as opposed to, like, a Game Boy Advance screen. Which is, like... They weren't that big. They were only a couple of... It was, like, 1.5 inches by, like, 3 inches or something like that. I don't know. Or 4 inches by 1.2. That's actually way too small. I'm thinking of, like, a Game Boy Micro screen at that point. I don't know. I don't know sizes. I don't know anything. Undyne? You mean from Undertale? Damn, we gaming. I will say, without doing, like, backdashing to increase your movement speed, it's kind of like... Damn, this game kind of take a while to move around. Let me go save the game, actually. Because I have a feeling I'm going to die to something stupid if I don't. And I don't want to waste more potions if I don't have to. The mirror guy. Dude, I forgot how fucking bullshit the curly hitbox is. It's so stupid. I should farm for its soul, though. Because curly is the first soul that gives me access to a thrust attack. Or not thrust attack, but you know what I'm saying. Charge type soul, I guess is what you call it in this game. I don't know what the odds are of it dropping, though. Alright, I'll do a couple more of these, and if I don't get the soul drop, I'm just going to move on. I'm sure I'll get something else later that's just as good. Flame necklace. This has got to be, like, my least favorite room in the game because of all the fucking curlies. I can't imagine trying to do a no-hit challenge run of this game. I would go insane. Because the hitboxes are so bad. Where do we go next? Floating garden into Clock Tower, maybe? Like, I genuinely forget the way you're supposed to play this game normally. Then where does this lead to? This is to Clock Tower. Never mind. Yeah, because I can't do the Julius fight yet, obviously. Graham? You're the bad guy. Damn, that run animation. And then for Julius, it's 2 left, 1 right. Okay. Yeah, that's just stuff you just don't remember when you haven't played the game in a while. Come on. Damn, I'm really not doing any fucking damage here. Oh, uppercut. Am I, like, under-leveled or something? Like, what's going on? I guess Golem's just beefy as hell. Nice. Nice. Streamer, stop skipping all of the story. I think Igarashi's okay with me skipping the story on this one. Dude, those skeletons in the background go crazy. That's wild. I will say, Castlevania art design never stops being good. Just never. They still come up with crazy cool shit, like a bunch of skeletons ripping open a hole and then water coming out. Is this the one with the broken wall? Yeah, it is. Isn't that the sword that's strong versus Julius, or am I thinking of a different one? Carved core from a sacred tree. Okay. Oh, isn't this the one that does holy damage, actually? Yeah, it does holy damage. Nice. Rebecca. Amy. Hey, I love your videos. Yo, thank you. Welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. I'm doing a somewhat casual playthrough of Aria because I don't have a completed save file yet. And I need one so that way I can play as Julius. Because I want to play through all of the side characters in all the Castlevania games. Which means I'm going to need to get save files for all of the other Castlevania games ahead of time. I'll figure that out today, actually, now that I think about it. Just goes to show that my planning is amazing, and I'm fully prepared all the time, and I don't just show up to stream things last second with no planning. I would never do something like that. That's ridiculous. Come on, man. I forgot how early you fight death in this game. So, Pumpkin playthrough of Lament of Innocence? I mean, if I can figure out how to do it, yeah. Oh my god, I tried to jump over that. Sure, I'll just high potion, fuck it. Oof. Dude, I fucking hate this scythe hitbox. It's so stupid. Ugh. There we go. Your fingers get too sore? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. If your fingers are getting sore, it's usually a technique issue. Like, the technique you're trying to use might be a little too tiresome for you. Skula. Because there should be ways to not get as tired over time for, like, shield dashing and stuff like that. But it all comes down to the person and, like, how your hand is shaped and the controller you're using and stuff. PS3 controller should be fine for the most part. I don't like the flat buttons, personally. I like rounded buttons for shield dashing, but it's fine. Most people will be just fine using that as a way to speedrun the game. I do think using analog sticks for wing smashing is very good, though. Maybe I should go the other way? I can't remember. I've played as Sisters before, but I've never finished a Sisters playthrough before. I will at some point in my life, that's for sure. Yes, I have played Hollow Knight. I find it to be a very enjoyable video game. But yeah, my entire Hollow Knight playthrough is on my YouTube in a playlist somewhere. Nice. I will say it took me a while to really start to enjoy the game. I had to, like, warm up into it. But it was still a lot of fun. Yeah, I want the extra defense for sure. It's your favorite Metroidvania now? That's understandable. It has a lot going for it. It has also just a shit ton of content. And most of the content is good. I personally am at the point where, like, as far as, like, modern Metroidvanias, there haven't been very many to push the envelope outside of Hollow Knight, in my opinion. I think a lot of them play very safe. And they're like, hey, let's basically remake this old Castlevania game or this old Metroid game, but with a different aesthetic sometimes. And that's cool and all. But at least Hollow Knight went for something that was very, very different, which I can respect. Ooh, steel plate. Even if they didn't execute everything 100% perfectly, in my opinion, but, you know. I would argue the fact that it's not terribly innovative isn't even its biggest flaw. I think Bloodstained's biggest flaw is that it's bland overall. With its design and it's level. Mostly it's visual design and it's level design. Like, I think mechanically it's perfectly fine. I don't think you need to change anything mechanically about it. It's that its visuals are really dull, and its level design is very dull. Yeah, because this is... Yeah. Because we gotta go under water. Beans, can you sit down, please? Thank you. He was covering my screen. I couldn't see what I was doing. I don't think the fact that it was in 3D was the problem. It's the art style they went for while in 3D made background, foreground, stuff like that very muddy, difficult to discern, which is really not good when you're playing a game that's in 2D if you can't tell what's in the background and what's not. I think pixel art usually makes it easier to tell what's, you know, foreground, what's background, what's not. But even then, some 2D games still get it wrong. So, underground reservoir. Yeah, Deedlit, I think, is, again, another game that isn't necessarily the most innovative, but it's a lot of fun. And you know what? I think fun is pretty cool. I think if you can make a game that's fun, that's very good. Let go of me. I think I'm just going to let that weapon go. I don't think I need it. Yeah, my biggest issue with Bloodstained, honestly, is the visual style. For me personally, it's really hard for me to get super into it because of the visual style. Which, again, isn't going to be a problem for everybody. So I always say, like, that's like a personal thing. So don't take that seriously at all. The only reason I bring it up is because it detracts from my experience playing the game. That's all. Most of the time, visual style doesn't matter to me. Like, I won't knock a game for its visual style unless it is confusing. And I would consider Bloodstained's visual style to end up being confusing in a lot of scenarios. I feel like the level design is a little too boring, personally. Like, a lot of straight corridors and hallways with just like enemies, and that's about it for a lot of stuff. I've said it many times, I think it's a fine game to play through once, but I just have no interest in replaying it. Also, where the fuck am I? Oh, nice. Oh. I don't have... Oh, I should have farmed for Curly more, because I think I can get some good shit here if I had Curly for the waterfall. Oh well, Time Spinners was fun. I heard Time Spinners was okay. I never got a chance to play it because I really fell out of love with indie Metroidvanias around the time that Time Spinner came out. I just found them so... I think Chasm was part of the issue for me. I found them all very bland and uninspired, mechanically speaking, but they all looked great visually. Which I think, funny enough, for me, Bloodstained kind of has the opposite problem, where mechanically I think the game is good. Oh, that's a lot of strength. Hold on, brother. You're telling me I could have 16 extra strength? Let's go. Yoko dies. Oh, what? Yoko, you're dying. Can you please stop dying? Still to this day, I want to do a longer series, kind of like how I'm doing with the side characters for Castlevania games. I kind of want to do a similar series with just like random indie Metroidvanias where I just play through them on stream and then like talk about them in their own dedicated like video. If you guys know, Iron Pineapple would be similar to that. Don't I need Flame Demon to finish the game? Right? It's one of the souls that I need. I forget what are the other souls. It's like Succubus, Flame Demon, and what else? Giant Bat. Oh yeah, Giant Bat's the one that lets you transform into Bat. So that makes sense. Yeah, Succubus is in the arena, thank you. Which the arena, I believe, is where we're going next anyways. So, how's the recovery coming? I'm pretty much back to normal now. Feeling a lot better, testing negative. No longer COVID. Do I have anything cool here? Throws katanas. Throws spears. That might be good. Fires a water pistol. Attacks using supersonic waves. I just want something that, like, can do damage to the core here. Well, I guess I'm doing holy damage, and that's all that matters, actually. I know this guy has, like, a bajillion health, though, so I gotta be careful. Haven't played Momodora. It's good. The most recent one is really good. They're making another game, the studio. I think it's like their send-off game for the series. Also, why did Legion become like the de facto secret alternate boss fight in every Castlevania game? Like, why was he the secret boss and not Galamoth? It's weird. Ow. I've only played Momodora, I guess it's technically 4. Riviera Under the Moonlight is 4. Fuck off. Man. You couldn't think of anything more creative than a Jackal Wizard. You're telling me Necromancy Dinosaur Wizard isn't the top priority to get back into every Castlevania game? Oh, he's spinning. I am going to preemptively use a high potion. Because this guy scares the fuck out of me. Oh, I wasted that high potion. I was killing it, dude. Nice.
Tribute.
Ringmaster.
You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Thank you so much for the sub. I greatly appreciate it. And it's a Prime sub too. Oh, feels so good. Take that, Jeff Bezos. Oh, goddamn, this should do damage. I think Legion is going to be my best bullet soul for a while here. Gold ring. You basically just use this to sell it, right? I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly. I don't remember. Dude. Whoever said, yes, flea men, but give them throwing knives. I hope they're fired. What's this? Galamoth. Oh. Yeah, whoever said, yeah, we need to buff these flea men. They're not a powerful enough enemy. Am I too late for the party? No, no, no. This is the first thing we've done for stream, even though I've been streaming for a little while. My goal was to play through Julius mode, but I'm actually playing through the game just casually, and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm starting to remember why this game is good. This is just a really solid Castlevania game. It's also helping me remember the actual layout, because I'm going to be playing this game more often. Speedrunning-wise, maybe randomizer-wise, too. No more Soten. Yes, I'm quitting Soten forever, and I will never play it. Wow, that was easy. No, of course I'm going to still play Soten. Soten is still my favorite game of all time, so I'm going to keep playing it. But I also want to branch out and learn some new games, specifically for speedrunning, and also just for casual playthroughs, you know? Not everything has to be a speedrun all the time. Well, Soten's my favorite for a lot of reasons. Mostly it's movement, more than anything else. I've said it many times on stream. I think a lot of Metroidvanias really miss the mark when it comes to creating fun or interesting movement options in their video games, and they just are like, we made a pretty video game that looks nice to look at. Why doesn't everybody think our Metroidvania is a cult classic? When it's because they kind of forgot to make the other parts of the game good. Specifically movement and combat and exploration. That's like the Trinity. Harmony of Dissonance has fat movement. It does. No, it has fat movement. You could call it fat. Like, in a good way. You know what I mean, fellas? It is dummy thick. You think your laser's cool? Oh, fuck. I ran out of MP. I can't use my laser. Damn, his laser is cool. Ah! Fuck, this area is so scary. If I remember correctly, there should be a warp right here. Yeah. I'm gonna warp back and check the shop. See if I can buy some stuff. Well, the issue is I don't think they're like forgetting to make a good game. I think just making a good game is hard. I personally think that a lot of the principles of Metroidvanias get lost upon even people that want to make Metroidvanias for a living, which is like you just have to incentivize the right way you want your players to play the game. Otherwise, they're just going to ignore a lot of the stuff that you put in the game that you spent hours working on. Is it worth selling all my stuff to try and buy stuff? Nah, I won't worry about it now. Oh, don't worry about Yoko. She's just taking a nap. Totally not dead. Like, exploration is the main incentive behind playing Metroidvanias as opposed to creating just another 2D platformer. So if you're choosing to make a Metroidvania specifically and not just a linear 2D platformer, the reason is you have to make exploration meaningful. Otherwise, the whole purpose of your video game is kind of not there. You know what I mean? You undermine the entire genre that you're trying to create a video game for, you know? But yeah, for example, I just went out of my way through this like difficult hallway full of things that are going to kill me. And what was my reward? I got Levithan, which is a giant increase in power level at this point for me. And I'm like, whoa. And it's a giant fire sword? That's really cool and interesting. And I'm doing more damage. I feel rewarded for having explored this part of the castle, which you could fill this part of the castle with difficult enemies. So that way, it's like, man, this is a challenge. And then you're rewarded at the end of that. Imagine being rewarded for exploration and possibly putting players through challenging hallways or, you know, maybe even some platforming challenges, puzzle challenges, whatever you want to do in your video game to make it unique. But if at the end of it, you're not rewarded, people are just going to stop wanting to play your game. It's just going to be boring. Because it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to ignore exploration and a lot of the content that you've put in the game because I know I'm not going to get rewarded for it. So what's the point? This boss is crazy. Yeah. The fake out is pretty funny, because you do fight a giant bat in like every Castlevania game. I'm also really bad at fighting this boss, which is not good. Oh my god, he has far less health than I remember. Or that or Legion is just way more busted than I remember. Holy crap. Where are we going? Now that we have Giant Bat, we go to top floor. Oh, I need to farm Succubus, actually. Top floor also has Succubus? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I have Flame Demon. I only need Succubus for the ending, I think. Is Aria the same castle as Soden with different skins? No, the layouts are quite different. But that's like Castlevania as a whole, is the lore of the game is that you're constantly seeing different iterations of the same castle. We can go from, I guess, up here. What is it? The Cut in Half Horse is literally the best enemy in any Castlevania. Changed my mind. Like Valkyrie Knights, I think is what they're called in Soten. They're interesting. I always found them annoying to deal with in Soten specifically. But they are something that is reused a lot in Castlevania. Viewer is cool. I always enjoyed Viewer because you got the Viewer soul out of them. And they're... I would say in general, Castlevania's enemy design is like top notch. The only game that I think gets close to... Well, I guess if you're talking about thematic enemy design, you have to give it to Hollow Knight. But Hollow Knight, I think, also just does a way better job at creating very interesting enemies overall. But Soten and Castlevania in general is definitely the first. Even before the Metroidvania-style Castlevania games, even the classic Castlevanias, Castlevania was always known for its really unique enemy design. Pulling from multiple mythoses and cultures. The Rom Scout tree is very good. I don't know what the actual enemy name is for that tree. I guess we would only know its Japanese name, since it was only in the Japanese version, huh? Which way am I supposed to go again? I don't know. Let's just have fun. Oh, we have to farm Succubus anyways. Ah! I'm getting sucked! I've never really done any horror games really ever. Now that I think about it. I always disliked horror aesthetics that were too explicit, I feel like, for the longest time. Just because of my anxieties about life. Especially being young. When I was very young, I was definitely a lot more afraid of stuff like that. Now, I don't think it would bother me. But I just never engaged with that stuff as a kid, so I don't have any sort of, like, nostalgia for wanting to. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Succubus Soul. I just want to save first, because I haven't saved in a while, actually. Oh my god, just get up there. Yeah. I will say, this game... What? How you grab me up there? Doesn't make no sense. This game kind of starting the trend that you need to grind for progression is such a bad idea in general. This is the one thing I wish wasn't in these style of Metroidvanias, is the idea that you need to grind for progression. This is really dumb. The idea of monsters being interesting. Yeah, that's my thing, is I usually like things with interesting designs that are unique. And, like, if they're scary, but I don't know. The other thing about... You know what's funny, actually? Forcing grind in order to finish the game is kind of silly to think about, because then you're, like, forcing players to be over-leveled in some regard if they're unlucky with how fast they're able to grind things. So then it's like the balance of the game goes out the window from there, you know? It's weird. It's that long? I mean, depending on how much you need to farm. In this game, you have to farm 2 different souls. Flame Demon and Succubus. And then Giant Bat is given to you. So it depends on how long those farms take, I guess. Why doesn't the luck stat also not work as intended in this game? I have no clue. Or doesn't it? Yeah, I have no clue why that's the case. But yeah, the luck stat just is broken in this game, so it makes grinding for this stuff way harder. However, you can technically manipulate them using RNG manipulation if you know what you're doing. But that's, yeah. Our Castlevania, my dev intended run is on there. Holy shit. Who put it there? Which one of you put it there? It probably just was some random person that found it on YouTube. That's very funny. I can't believe somebody would speedrun a video game. I'm gonna complain on the internet. I'll be honest, I've never had a positive interaction from any Reddit, ever. I've never, anytime I've been involved personally in any Reddit post... Well, that's not true, actually. Well, it's like always a mixed bag. It's never just people being positive. It's almost as if that entire platform is designed around being a smug asshole. It's weird. Not nearly as toxic as I expected it to be. Yeah, I don't think it would be. Oh my god, finally we could fucking move on. It's always just the loud minority of people. Same with YouTube comments. On my 1626 world record video, most people are incredibly like, wow, this is impressive. And then every once in a while you just get like a crazy person who's just like, you're cheating. You're not even good at this game. I did this when I was 3 years old. You're not even playing the video game. Like random stuff like that. It's just that those people, their temperament is so incredibly different than everyone else's that it stands out. It's just that when people are toxic, they're like really toxic. I guess I don't have to change until he's in second phase anyways. I saved, right? I really hope I did. I'm sure I did. That'd be very silly of me not to. I just haven't been... Like, my brain has been off for, like, the last 20 minutes. Okay. And now, Flame Demon and Suck. There it is. And then I can put Triton back on, And where are you? Legion. Oh, shit. Oops. I forgot to fight this guy. Ooh. There it is. Nice.
Wait, stop! No! I don't want to be Dracula! Ew, gross! Cooties!
Cool boss design. Yeah, I do like that it's like a an homage to Symphony of the Night's Dracula fight. Black Panther. Oh, Pog, 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 Pog. Finally. I will say Black Panther is like one of my least favorite things to come out of the Castlevania series as like a general movement option. It can be fun, don't get me wrong, but as a replacement for wing smashing, I think wing smashing is just a way better mechanic. How do you think Dracula feels? The fact that he's a teenage boy now? I don't know. It's way too fast. It's not even that it's too fast, because I think you could, like, again, it comes with experience where you, like, learn the layout. Oh my god. I'm dying. Help. Dracula has entered my body. I need to be blessed by a priest. Thank you. I needed that. What was I saying? I think you can learn the layout of the castle and such, so that way you can actually effectively finish the game and stuff and go fast without it being too much of an issue. But I do kind of agree that it's kind of annoying. Yeah, you should at least have a decent idea of most of the castle by the time you get it, which is good. There's still stuff for me to explore. I will say it's nice that they give it to you, like, before the end of the fucking game. Because if I remember correctly, Accelerate in Bloodstained, you get it, like, literally before the very last area, or during the last area. I could be wrong, but I remember Accelerate is, like, very, very late. Or I guess the thing is, like, you're so strong that taking damage from random enemies doesn't matter anymore. That's another thing, I guess, is, like, you, like, intentionally take damage to go faster in some of these scenarios. Yeah, the fact that you get nothing in the middle is kind of the issue I've always had, too. Also, something that requires, I think, a little bit more skill would be nice to master, but that's just me. That's because I also really think wing smashing is, like, the best movement option. God, I hate fighting this asshole. Stop. Die, monster. I'm a Belmont. Gotta destroy Dracula. Ow. Ule. Man, fuck you. Oh, he dodged it. Fucking shit, dude. I just hate how much HP he fucking has. Oops. No, no, no. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, it turns out I'm the bad guy. Ule. Bro, stop. Okay. Not too bad.
Stop! I've had enough!
Alright, we made it to the end of the game. Casual 2.5 hour jaunt. Alright, let's try not to die. I should have enough potions to survive this, I feel like. Ugh. Fuck. Nice. Chaos is an easy boss? Eh. I think if you haven't played it a lot, Chaos can be really annoying. But once you kind of know what to look for, it's not that bad. All right, let's use 2 potions. Let's use a high mind up here. Because I kind of want to speed this up. Because I'm not trying to die to some dumb shit. Because I always die to some dumb shit. Oh my god. Wait, it hit the other way first? I didn't know it could do that. I thought it was always left then right. Oh, it depends on where it spawns from first. Okay. Fucking dumbass boner dragon. Who designed this boner dragon, huh? Oh, I'm gonna... Oh, it disappeared right before. I got lucky. Can this final eye just die already? Okay. Potion. High mind up. Ah, shit. And once you make it to this phase, it's very easy. Because you have nothing to really worry about except for this one attack. And then the dragon in the background, who is pretty easy to avoid. Was that Deathless? Aria Sorrow? I don't think I died a single time, right? Fun. That was a pretty chill, fun, Deathless, Aria of Sorrow, casual playthrough, warm-up for the game itself. That was a lot of fun. And it's going to be a great comparison for when we play as Julius right after this. So I'm going to do a Julius playthrough now. It'll be a part of the side character series, and it'll get ranked as well. And it's great to compare it against the actual game itself. So, yeah, that was cool.